Welcome to the Moto Lounge where we talk everything moto. This is episode 34,
I'm Jason.
and I'm Justin. So, we already recorded this once, and now this is the second time because it wasn't recording. Well, it was another movie in Cleveland.
Round 14. I
Yeah.
was on the edge of my seat. A lot of crashes, a lot of different winners. I think it's exactly what we wanted as a movie when we first started the season. I think this is exactly what we wanted to see. I'm happy. I'm excited to continue this for the rest of the season into motocross and everything. But a few rounds left of supercross, and I think they're going to be very interesting, especially that east-west showdown. Not really. It's just two
No.
champions.
The only
Just
thing entertaining currently is the 450 class. You know, we'll get into that in a little bit, but that's the only thing entertaining. Um,
right now,
Deegan already won the West. Davies is about to win the
win the
East.
East.
So,
They're gonna duke it out in there, in Salt Lake, and that's gonna be interesting just between them two.
yeah,
But
it's just it's
that's about it.
end of the season, man. Damn, it kind of went by pretty quick if you think about it. Like it went quicker than expected. I feel like.
Because there's a lot of action going on, like that with the championships. I mean, a little bit of the 250 was cool to see, on both sides until it kind of just give him the championship. But the 450 class all season long has been just edge of the seat. I like it. So a lot of action. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. Hope everyone else is too.
Yeah. So, 250 class in Cleveland, Triple Crown. We had three different winners. We had Nate Thrasher won one, Cole Davies won one, and so did Seth Hamaker. So that's pretty cool. Um, Nate Thrasher with the overall win. Landon
Yeah,
Gordon
that's
second place, and Cole Davies finished third place.
right.
So that's a kind of a big deal, especially for Nate Thrasher. He doesn't have a contract for next year. He just showed that he can, the last 3 weeks he's been pretty consistent. Yeah,
Right.
obviously he's not competing for a championship. I mean, he's too far back, but
He's
just
showing a lot
showing
of potential.
coming off of his shoulder injury or whatever injury he's coming off of from last year. I mean, yeah, it took him a little bit to get into the groove, but you know what? These last few weeks he's shown up.
Yeah, he's improved a lot. And I think if he carries that into motocross, and I think he'll be ready.
Yeah.
You'll see a lot more action from him.
Also, even seeing Landon Gordon out here, first podium.
He's
Kid has potential. Like I said
there.
before, we found out we weren't recording. Um, Landon Gordon's next up for Star.
Definitely, I see it. He's showing a lot of potential um, to be that next champion in line. From coming from futures and then transitioning over to the pro 250 class, that changed his whole look, his whole body positioning, everything. The way that he rides is prestige. It's like perfect. Like he's the next champion in line. I think.
No, I agree. I really do agree. I think going into next year, he definitely has a shot. As long as they don't put him on the same coast as Davies, I think he has a shot. Um, I mean, we'll see though because he'll have I don't know, next year will be his first full year. So I think it'll be like a stepping stone, you know what I mean? So maybe he'll have some wins, podiums, he'll learn more, whatever, going into his next year. Maybe we'll
Right.
see that championship, you know. It all just depends on next year where they place him because obviously they also have Dudney So I don't know where it's gonna line up. Where okay, we're gonna put this rider here. You know, is Max Anstey gonna stay next year? What are they gonna do with him? Is Nate Thrasher gonna end up re-signing? We don't know. So
Right.
it's just like I feel like it has a big. What about Pierce Brown? You know, like what's gonna happen next year? You know, it just like I said, depending on what happens next year, depends on where Landon Gordon will finish.
And so,
And to
right.
be honest with you,
But
I wouldn't knock the idea of putting Gordon and Dudney on the same coast because I think it'll actually come down to the last round between them two. If those two are on the same coast.
I mean, at that point, I mean, who's going to be healthy? Who's going to be,
And that
you
too.
got to look at everything on that. I wouldn't even know where to put either one of them right now because we got a long season ahead of us yet. So
Yeah. So yeah,
it'll be just when it comes back around.
congratulations to him though. I'm happy for him. He's just a
So,
kid. He has a big future ahead of him.
and if
Um,
he's hitting podiums now, man, sky's the limit.
hey, that's all it takes is that one taste of it. And then next up, you know, in third place overall, we had Cole Davies. It was a star sweep for first, second, and third. So yeah, Cole Davies just over here pushing points, man. Hammaker finished fourth. It's just it's over, man. Cole Davies is
uh,
that's one thing Hammaker couldn't have happened was Cole Davies to finish the overall ahead of him. He just couldn't let that happen. That's where it just fell apart.
and that's
So
like two years in a row for him.
yeah, that sucks. Last year he should
Yeah.
have had it. I'm gonna be honest,
Hmm.
but racing incidents happen.
It's unpredictable, but we try to predict it. It is what it is.
Never works.
Nope.
But overall, 250 class, yeah, we could wrap it up with Cole Davies. I mean,
I
he's
agree.
he's done. Um, but maybe it would be nice for the next coming up races. Obviously, we have one more East round, then we have a West round, and then the East West shootout. So therefore, um, I just in the next few rounds, I would like to see Nate Thrasher do a little bit better, or stay consistent like he has been. I think that's key. Cole Davies is probably gonna win the next East one, and then I'm pretty sure Deegan's still riding the next two, so I take Deegan in the next two. But also, I think the East West shootout will actually be very good for Gordon to see where he stands with everybody together. So at least we'll have an idea of what he's gonna look like in outdoors. I mean, outdoors is a lot different. I get that, but at least where he stacks up against these guys is very important on how we do our predictions coming to motocross. So
Right.
I'm not saying he's gonna go out there and win a championship, but depending on where he places with everybody in one class together, it's a
That's
big
going to
eye
either put him
opener on
at
where
fifth
he
place
sits.
or 10th place. So it just depends.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's my goals for the rest of the year for him at least. Cole Davies obviously keep doing what he's doing. Hammaker, we
Get
got
it
it.
together, bud.
We got it. We got it next year, man. Um, Daxton Bennett, man, dude, I don't care. He got a 3.53 for fifth overall. I
Hey,
don't want to hear a thing from nobody because
he's doing
he looks good on that bike. I'm telling you, we've made shorts about it. We've talked about it a lot. He looks great. Now all I want from him is just okay, we're about to get through Supercross. That's one step closer to what I want. Now we
right.
got one more step, and that's to get through motocross healthy. So, you know, I'm
Keep it
happy.
on two wheels and keep moving forward.
Yep,
We'll be all right.
facts. And then in sixth and seventh, we have the club boys, Cody Shock and Simonson, man. Those guys, they're like
Hey, they
they're
up.
like magnets, dude. They're like magnets. Overalls, they're just right there with each other. They're And some tracks they're opposite magnets where they're just you
Right.
know? So,
But no, they're doing really good. To see them step it up like that and to be close to the front, that's awesome. Chad Reed.
Chad Reed's a huge help over there, I swear he is.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I can't wait for motocross, man. Just to see
It's al
everybody in the same class.
it's almost here, it's almost here.
Okay, so
That's gonna be good.
we dug into the 250s. Now it's for the big boys. We have Come on, man. We got our boy Kenny 1 point behind, man.
He's gonna
One
take it.
point.
He's gonna take it.
I think he is, dude.
You're gonna you're gonna see that red plate on that number 94. You're
This
gonna see
Kenny
it.
looks amazing. Like, man, I don't even know what to say.
Kenny's happy right now. He's loving every moment right now, and he's
Yep.
yeah. There's no taking him down off of this one. I'm pretty sure he's gonna fight for that title now. Like he's all down. Hunter, I'm sorry. The mud is not your friend.
What did I tell you though?
You said he wasn't gonna do good here. Well, see it.
I knew it. Um, one thing I gotta say. One thing I have to say. My boy J Coop won another race though.
Yeah, after flying off the burn.
That was in the last one.
I know, but I'm just saying it's just pretty funny. Wee.
He was in the
So
top four before doing that.
I know.
He got
It's
third
just
overall though.
it was a tricky track, man. It was a tricky track.
Yeah, homie, homie Superman off that. We went whoo. So,
Uh,
I don't want to skip somebody, but Cooper Webb was second. Congratulations for having your baby.
keep fighting. Keep fighting with that, letting that dog out. Eat.
But
Let it eat. And yes, congratulations.
you know,
I said that on this thing too.
hey, that what is it called? When somebody has a baby, they just turn into what is it called? Dang, I don't know what it's called, man. Like a basketball player, right? Like when they have a kid, it's like they got the dad vibes or something. They go crazy. They drop 40 points in a game. You know what I mean? Like what is it called?
Well, hopefully he does that for the rest of the thing. He wins. That'd be sweet.
Dude, I'd be happy even if he finishes on the damn podium for the next few weeks. Because I don't know, man. He he looks faster than what he's placing. And that's what kind of irritates me. It's like, dude, you look so much faster and so much better than previous years for you to go out and go get like fifth, sixth, sometimes
When he
fourth. Like,
when he has a good start, though, he's usually right there.
yep.
But the last few, like these last three races, I mean, he was still shuffled a little bit,
Yeah, he had to
you know.
fight his way up to the podium. I mean, so start off with Ken Roxon. He went second in Moto 1, second in Moto 2, and first in Moto 3 for first overall. He's 1 point behind Hunter in points. Cooper Webb's second overall, fifth, fourth, and second. And then my boy Jay Coop in third overall for third, first, and seventh. Um, Jay Coop should have had second overall, but he decided to jump over a berm because he had a soft pocket and came up short on a landing. But I mean, that's racing, so I'm not really complaining. It's not like, and now if he would have fell into a turn and like his front washed out, I would have been pretty pissed. So,
He actually he went off the track, so it'll be
yeah.
all right. Be all right.
And then in fourth place, we had Chase Sexton with a seventh, third, and fourth. Moto 1, he did not look that good. Moto 2 and 3, that's when you seen the chase. You know what I mean? That's when I seen the chase that I've been waiting to see. But obviously, it's just
The first one messed him up.
yeah.
If he did decent in that one, then yeah, he would have been up on the podium, and Jay Coop wouldn't have. So
Yeah. And then In fifth place overall, we have Joey Savachi with 6.76, 6.7. Um,
No.
and speaking about 6.7, in sixth place we had Hunter Lawrence with a 1.514. Look, dude. So I said this off recording last week, or this past week going into Cleveland. Um, I said that this track was gonna be not so friendly to aggression, and I knew how Hunter rides, and he also seems to ride not the best of his ability in rainy conditions or slippery conditions. So I kind of knew, and I like when he won the first, because he won Moto 1, right? In Moto 2, he got fifth, but going into
More
Moto
rain.
3, after it was raining a little bit, I knew it was going
Mm.
to be very slick and his aggression is going to take over and it's not going to end well, unless the only way that I was thinking in my head, like, okay, the only way Hunter is going to be able to do good in this last moto is if he gets the whole shot and he rides his race. But if
Mm.
he starts behind and then he has to start getting aggressive, it's not going to go good for him. And I knew it. And I don't want to say I'm a genie or nothing, but I'm a genie. So,
I mean, it played it out. People can rewatch it. I mean,
nah, we didn't
it's
do a video last week, so we didn't.
not us. I'm saying they could watch the
Okay,
race,
yeah.
and watch him crash, and watch him not do well, and all that stuff. Yeah, yeah, come on now. You know
And
what I'm
then,
talking about.
you know, we do this thing where I rant, and I just want to talk a little bit about how Hunter went on press and said, if somebody's in front of you or some BS of he hits you, whatever, and if you look at his third fall, he went up into the turn, right? We're going to do
Mhm,
visual with my hands. Hunter went up, the other guy hit his front end, and he went down, right?
mhm.
Okay, you can't, you said to stop cussing, but you can't complain about that type of stuff when you're getting lapped and you're in the same position those guys are in. You're fighting for a position regardless now. Now you're with them, like with the privateers. You're with these guys that you complain about all the time. You're down a lap, so you're technically with those guys now. So therefore, you complaining about somebody being in front of you and knocking you down, that sounds like you need to be a better racer and not fall. Because I'm telling you right now, when Tomac falls, he's not going to go. And if that happens to him, he's not going to complain about it because he knows, like, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be riding up onto the turn as high as I should have been, especially getting lapped. I don't care. Hunter, stop being a bitch. You're not winning the championship.
Roxon's gonna take it. He's taking it next weekend.
Yeah.
Because if it rains up there, it's another one. Hunter better bring out his galoshes or something. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, nah, all jokes aside, though, um, from the start of Moto 3, there was something going wrong, like with his goggles, and then he crashed, and then the gas leak, and then it was just like that race was just like a not meant to be race for him. So, yeah, I might talk a little crap about how he's impatient and this and that, but the thing with Hunter and what I've realized this year is when he has one mistake, it's multiple mistakes because he
Right.
gets too aggressive and you can't do that on certain tracks. That's like the weekend that he crashed in the whoops. He got more aggressive and what? Crashed again. Because you get in your head, you start getting that aggression and it just doesn't end very well.
You lose throttle control, which then you lose traction. Then when you lose traction, you're spinning and you don't have nowhere to go.
So, I mean, it just I don't want to say nothing because it's like Hunter is definitely probably the best one out there, regardless of Ken Roxon's riding. I mean,
Right.
I'm not gonna knock him from it. It's just you could
But the
tell you could
mental game will get you every time.
you could tell though the veteran level of where other riders stand and where like you put Hunter on the same list as Chase because Chase does the same shit where Chase messes up one time and it turns into a domino effect. So yes, I don't want to knock Hunter's talent because that's the same thing with Chase Sexton is like I'm not knocking his talent. I see it. Just like
Mhm.
everybody else, I visually see it. The statistics are there. He's just as fast as everyone. It's just those little mind games where if you mess up once, you keep messing up, and it just it's not good because we have multiple riders in this class that do that. But then you look
Yeah.
at like a Ken Roxon, a Tomac, a Webb, who else? I mean, those guys. I mean, I want to say Jet, but he's not even in their level. Jet's still young, and he has that same mental as them though, where it's
Mhm.
like, okay, you have one mistake, but you push and you don't push yourself over the limit. You push your knowledge or you push yourself to what you know you're capable of doing, and you rebound and you win. Now you put Chase and Hunter in this category over here, where if they're in that same predicament, they crash. They don't rebound off that. They just keep doing.
They s- they
It's like a.
ride over
It's
their head.
exactly. I don't know what I'm saying, but or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you kind of get what I'm saying. Like the
Yeah.
levels of where these guys are and these guys. I mean, that was just my point. I'm yapping, but I don't
Justin's rant.
know. I'm just trying to like say my point correctly, I guess. I don't want to make a fool out of myself, but like I know what I'm trying to say, if that makes any sense.
Well, I mean, this all plays in a part. You have to mentally be strong for this and to make the right choices on what you're doing. And if you don't do that and you just want to, oh, I see him, I got to go and get him, now you're just twisting the throttle and hold it on. So then mentally, you're not prepared for what's coming up. And then you start making mistakes because you're not thinking correctly. And you start riding over your head. And that's when mistakes happen. I've been
Yep.
there quite a few times.
Well,
Anyways.
this race was very good in my opinion. I'm happy for Roxon, Webb, and Coop. Um, even Chase fourth overall. That makes me happy. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm very satisfied with this weekend. It was definitely a movie. We love
Next
it.
weekend should be better.
And before we end, um, Tomac, Tomac.
Get well soon, bud, because I know that was a hard hit. It's a very hard hit.
You know who did finish the race though,
Doesn't matter.
or who actually raced the main events? My boy J Coop. J
What are you
Coop,
talking
send me some merch, bro. My birthday's in 2 days. Send me a hat.
about?
Clip it, post it, tag him now. J Coop, I'm your biggest fan, bro. We have the same name, Justin and Justin. Types, you know what I mean? So send me a hat, bro. I need a J Coop hat. FMF, hit me up. Sponsor me with one hat. That's all I have. Anyways, maybe a signed poster from J Coop. I didn't make it to any Supercross rounds this year. You know, just a little signature and a hat would be pretty cool. Anyways, um, yeah, it's about time to wrap it up. There was a lot of action in the 450 class. Tomac went down in qualifying. Couldn't. He tried to go out for qualifying too. He was just in too much pain. Didn't end up racing the main events. So
knocks knocks him pretty far in the points, and championship for him is over.
basically over, yeah. But
Yeah.
now the real question here is with Tomac's camp, it's so hard to find out information on what's going on, what's happening right off the bat, like it is for other people. Like if something was to happen to a rider, we would already known about it by Monday. With Tomac, we probably won't find out anything until Friday, maybe Saturday, the day of the race. Um, Also another thing that way over all our heads is he gonna ride outdoors?
I don't know. Big question mark.
Yeah. So with all that said, we'll be catching you for next week's predictions. We got Philadelphia. It's supposed to be rainy. I think it's an open stadium. I could be wrong. If they're at Eagle
We're gonna
Stadium, it's open.
We'll check into it though for the next one.
So we'll see you guys.